Arizona is a massive hub for general aviation in the United States, and we have some beautiful airports to match, like Grand Canyon, Sedona, Flagstaff, but the airport we're going to today, I think, flies under most people's radars. Join me on a fun and scenic flight to Laughlin, Bullhead City in the trusty Cessna 172.
Alright everyone, here we are. You joined me in the plane. We got our weather information, and we are going to pick up our IFR clearance to Kilo India Foxtrot Papa. I'll tell you a little bit more en route about a funny little thing about that name. But anyway, let's get that going here. We'll do a little craft back here, and let's call them up. Good ground, Cessna 21718 in the transient line. We're looking to pick up IFR to Kilo India Foxtrot Papa.
Cessna 21718, good to ground, IFR clearance on request, stand by.
21718. Alright, we will wait for that. We won't put in our route or anything, just till we make sure. I can show you our intended route of flight today. We're going to have to go around the MOAs, the Sky Harbor MOAs. It's just a thing here in Arizona. Whenever you're trying to go northwest, the MOAs are in the way, so you got to kind of do a funky little route around them. So flight time is going to be around 2-ish hours today. 2 hours and 43 minutes, it looks like it's saying, so with the approach. So should be a longer one, but we're going to have some fun. We're going to get some amazing views of the Colorado River, and it's just going to be a good time. Alright, I don't want to cut it off. I suppose while we wait, we will do our engine run up right now. So we do have ground monitored, holding the brake, seat back, seat belts are good, flight instruments we do have set. Our oil temperature is in the green, so we will go mixture full rich. Look out behind us, make sure no one's coming. We have a plane, but he's not taking this ramp, so we will go full power. We're going to lean to around 7 gallons per hour. Right about there, it should be good. Yeah, looks about right. Perfect, we'll go to 1800 now. And we'll do our magnetos, so right. A little less than 100, looks good. We'll go left. Pretty good as well. Vacuum is NA in this plane. The engine instruments, everything is looking nice and set. The throttle
ground running
doesn't die at idle, we hope. Yeah.
Information Yankee.
And our volts are 28, and yeah, we're low. We are discharging a tiny bit, but that's to be expected. Once we're at 1,000, we're 28 charging, so that's good. We are all set with our run-up. We will just wait now for our clearance.
Cessna 21718, good to ground, I have IFR clearance, ready to copy.
Ready to copy, 21718.
Cessna 21718, you're clear to the Bullhead City Airport via radar vectors Zephyr, then it's filed. On departure, climb maintain 5,000. Expect 10,000 3 minutes after. Departure frequency 120.4, squawk 1535.
Alright, 21718 is cleared to the Bullhead City Airport via vectors to Zephyr, and then as filed on departure we'll climb 5,000, and we'll expect 10,000 3 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.4, squawk 1535.
Cessna 21718, readback is correct, advise on any taxi with the ATIS.
Wilco, 21718. Alright, we are pretty much all set for taxi, my friends. Let's call them up. We do have Yankee, so we will let them know, and let's get going. Good to ground, 21718, information Yankee, transient line, ready for taxi.
Cessna 2178, good to ground, information Zulu's current, wind is 2104, altimeter 3000, runway 21, taxi via ramp 1, Alpha 1.
Ramp 1, Alpha 1, we'll hold short to 21718. Alright, must have just updated the ATIS right when we were picking up our clearance, but our brakes are working. We will head down to ramp 1 here. And we will get moving. Don't lock those brakes up. There we go. Just need to get the plane turned around. Oh. All right, taxiing on to Alpha now. No other airplanes are joining us. We will pull up behind the Cirrus train here. We can take a look at our windsock. We have pretty much no substantial wind whatsoever. Whatever we do have, though, is straight down the runway. So that's what we like to see. We will pull up right here. And we will start our before takeoff checklist. So, on departure, we're going to get vectors to Zephyr. We'll be climbing 5,000 feet. So, we're taking off to the southwest pretty much. So, you know, we're going to probably get basically a 180 back toward the north. I imagine it's not going to take too long, but we'll see. Stranger things have been known to happen. And then after that, we will be just following our route and doing whatever ATC tells us to do. IFR is kind of nice that way, where you can, you know, not have to be constantly looking at a chart. You got everything loaded up, especially you got autopilot. You can, you know, focus more on your, you know, approaches and things like that, not have to be as much in the moment for your actual flying. Besides that, if we do have an engine failure below 1,000 feet, we do have a few roads running along the left side of the runway. We also have some open desert, so whatever we would hopefully be able to bring her back down to land on is what we would be looking for. And then above 1,000 feet, hopefully we would be able to come back to the airport and land. If we do have a engine failure or an emergency during the takeoff roll, we will power idle, full back on the yoke, and we will let the plane do some aerodynamic braking. Besides that, I don't got anything else, so we will hit our trim. Our flaps are fine. Autopilot is currently off. I'll close my window once we're getting ready to go. Landing and strobe on. Nav lights we don't need because it's daytime and clear. And our transponder set on 1535. Perfect.
846 straight out departure approved. Runway 21 clear for takeoff.
Runway 21 clear for takeoff. Runway 846.
Get your tower, Cessna 21718, holding short of runway 21 at Alpha 1, ready.
Cessna 21718, could your tower hold for release?
Hold for release, 21718.
Cessna 718, turn right heading 250, runway 21 clear for takeoff.
Right heading at 250, runway 21, clear for takeoff, 21718. Alright, perfect. We're already getting our right turn, which is absolutely lovely to see. We are clear for takeoff. We will pull up here. Alright, we got 2-1 on the pavement, 2-1 on the heading. We will go full power. Takeoff RPM is set. Temp pressure is in the green. Airspeed's alive. Looking for 55 knots, which is right there. And she just floats on up. Tap the brakes, stop the wheels from spinning. And we are up, up, and away, my friends. Once we hit 1,400 feet, we will start that right turn to 250.
Track 718, contact departure.
Contact departure, 21718, good day. All right. Over to departure now, 1,400 feet.
Runway 7 right.
525 Foxtrot Charlie, Phoenix approach, roger.
Phoenix approach, good morning, Cessna 21718, 1,500 feet, heading at 250.
21718, Phoenix departure, ident, climb maintain 6,000.
Ident, and climb maintain 6,000, 21718.
21718, radar contact 2 miles southwest of Goodyear Airport, Phoenix altimeter 3001.
3001, 21718. All right. Perfect, got 3001 in there. We are on that 250 vector. Keeping our VX here around 75-ish. No point getting the airspeed up too far here because we don't need to go that far that way because we're going to have to turn north here soon anyway.
Number 21718, leaving 5,000, clear direct to Carlo.
Leaving 5,000, we are clear direct to Carlo, 21718. That's sweet. So once we are past 5,000 feet, we're going to be to skip Zephyr as a whole and just head straight to Carlo. So that is a nice, tiny little shortcut, but we'll take anything we can get, right? So that is very, very nice. So let's try to get up to 5,000 here. Of course, being here in Arizona in the summertime, density altitude is always something you got to be thinking about between the months of like April and September. And we're definitely in the thick of that Arizona summer heat. It hasn't been too bad though. Here we are at 5,000 feet.
Speed to 190. Slow to 190, skies 4939.
We will get that direct to. We will start that turn.
Charlie, kind of tower 120.9er.
20.9er, you have a nice 8, thanks,
I was 4939, turn right, heading 340, maintain 3,000.
Right turn 340, maintain 3,000, skies 4939.
21718, just want to verify direct Carlo and contact approach 120.7.
Direct Carlo and repeat the frequency for 21718.
120.7.
120.7, 21718, good day.
I was 4939 in the turn,
all right.
2 o'clock, 11 mile.
Altitude 518 out Foxtrot.
November 8 out Foxtrot, Phoenix on terminal 3001.
Perfect. Approach, good morning, 21718, 5,500 for 6,000, direct Carlo.
21718, Phoenix approach, roger.
All right, perfect.
Talk 718 to flighting at 010 to join Victor 105.
010 to join Victor 105, 21718.
Plus a 718, climb maintain 10,000.
Climb maintain 10,000, 21718. All right, 10,000 feet, we'll go vertical speed, full power, we'll try to go around 500 feet per minute here and see what happens.
Getting Glendale, 8 section Juliet.
Remember, whenever you are flying in Arizona, especially in the summer, especially as a whole, but especially here in Arizona when it's hot, make sure you always have some water with you, because heat-related illnesses are no joke, okay? They are no joke, especially if you're operating an aircraft. So make sure you stay safe. But we are about to hit 8,000 feet here. I don't think a whole lot more is going to be happening that's super interesting, so we're going to kind of enter the cruise now. We'll put a little time lapse on for you of our flight, and you will join me back when we are getting ready to start our descent into Bullhead City, my friends. So, I will see you there.
Alright, I promised you guys some history about the Bullhead City Airport and an explanation of its identifier. So let's get started with that history. The airport was constructed in 1943 by the city of Arizona, and its main purpose was to bring in personnel and material for the construction of the Davis Dam, which we're going to fly over during our approach. Once the dam was completed in 1953, the airport sat not really getting a whole lot of utilization until 1972, where the Arizona Department of Transportation provided a $15,000 grant to aid the airport in improving its surfaces and facilities, which included new drainage, marking, lighting, new fencing around the airport, and relocation of the runway. And then again in 1979, a new 25-year lease for the entire 135-acre airport was negotiated by the county with the newly at the time formed Mojave County Airport Authority. And then in 1980, a sublease was renegotiated with the Arizona Department of Transportation, which provided a further $91,000. The airport changed hands a few more times, from the Bureau of Land Management to the state of Arizona, and then the state of Arizona to Bullhead Airport Inc. And then after a few more government grants, a whole new facility was constructed to the east of the original airport property, which opened in the early 1990s. This is the airport that we know today. It included a much longer runway, 8,501 feet, and was able to accommodate larger jet traffic, and became a little bit of a commercial hub. With the main airlines that operated flights into here was Air Laughlin, American, Vanguard Airlines, and Viscount Air Service, flying 737s and DC-9s, mostly from Sky Harbor Airport. Eventually, though, pretty much all commercial jet operations ceased in May of 2007. However, very briefly, from the 16th of February 2017 to the 14th of February 2018, American Eagle operated a once-daily flight with a CRJ 700. Today, the only kind of major jet traffic that fly into here are casino charter flights by Sun Country Airlines and Allegiant Air. One final fun fact about Bullhead City Airport is that it is, in fact, on the small list of airports that have hosted Air Force One when President Trump made a campaign stop in the fall of 2020. Now, about the plane's four-letter identifier, previously it was Kilo Bravo Hotel Charlie for Bullhead City Airport, but of course after its renovation it now adopted the current Kilo India Foxtrot Papa, which stands for International Fun Place, and it is certainly a fun but very, very beautiful place to visit, especially if you are in a general aviation aircraft. That's about all the cool history and fun facts I have for you, so sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the cruise and our descent along the Colorado River into Bullhead City.
All right, everyone, welcome. You join me here, getting ready to start our approach into Bullhead City. We got some very, very nice shortcuts along the way. Pretty much skipped the whole kind of Prescott sector here of our flight plan. We also got a nice shortcut here, and we're heading currently direct to Lackey from Jawsey, which was a very nice little shortcut here. Probably saved us around, I don't know, 20-ish minutes. Current time is 10:47. We'll probably be on the ground around 11:10, 11:15-ish, we're thinking. And we are going to be doing the RNAV 16 approach here into Bullhead City. As we are on our way to Lackey, we will do our approach brief. So, first of all, we do have a current chart. It's valid till the 7th of August, 2025. This is the Bullhead City RNAV GPS runway 16 approach.
Affirm, correct, KIFP 29.
For our approach notes, the procedure is not applicable at night. It is daytime. The runway 16 helicopter visibility reduction below 3/4 of a statute mile, not applicable. We're not a helicopter. We don't have to worry about it. And Barrow VNAV, not applicable. So, we're all good there. We do have our ATIS information Charlie. I'll listen to it a little bit later as we get closer to the airport, just to make sure we don't have, if they don't put out a new one like they did at Goodyear today. Besides that, we're talking to LA Center right now on 13465. We do have Bullhead Tower 123.9
3004
in our standby comm, and we do have 118.25 for Bullhead Ground in our standby in comm 2 as well. Our approach brief. So we're currently heading toward Lackey. We will be doing the procedure turn. We're currently at 10,000. I imagine once we're in the procedure turn, we will descend down to 6,600 feet. We will cross Lackey, then inbound at 6,600 feet, and then we'll descend further on a course of 150 to 3,300 feet to Mebdi. That is our
1718, cross Lackey at or above 7,000. Clear the RNAV 16 approach into Bullhead Airport.
All right, cross Lackey at or above 7,000 and cleared for the RNAV 16 into Bullhead 21718. Perfect. That is what we were looking for. So we're going to get to step down here. We'll go 500 feet a minute. We're not in any kind of a huge rush, so we'll amend it. We're at 7,000. We'll drop down to 6,600 once we enter the procedure turn. Once we cross Lackey, back inbound, we'll descend down to 3,300 on a course of 150. We're looking for MEBD. That is our final approach fix, and that is going to be especially important because Bullhead Tower does not have radar. They are strictly visual, so position reports are an absolute must, and it is a guarantee that they will ask me to report that final approach fix inbound. So definitely make a good note of that. After the final approach fix, it is an LPV approach, so we will follow the lateral and vertical guidance down to our minimums today of 1048. It is a clear, no cloud, sunny day, so I imagine we'll have the runway in sight and be able to continue to land, but if we do have to go missed, it will be a straight out climb to 6300 direct to Cholera, I think that's how you say that, and hold, and then we will await further instruction. The airport elevation is 707 feet, and the touchdown elevation is 646. There we go. We are on our way here. Let's see.
Temperature 37, dew point -2. Altimeter 294. Visual approach to runway 16 in use. Initial contact you have information Delta.
We got Delta now, so did update. So that's why you always listen to your weather.
448, information Delta. 1747 Zulu. Wind 210. Weather's better than 5,000. Temperature 37, dew point -2. Altimeter 294. Visual approach to runway 16 in use. Advise on initial contact you have information Delta.
Roger.
All right.
Seeing you down there. You're not on airspace. Contact Operating Center 128.4.
We do have an absolutely gorgeous view of the Colorado River out the windows here. You guys will get an especially even better view once we descend a little lower and we're inbound on the approach. Bullhead City's a pretty small city. It also does have the town of Laughlin, which has some casinos and things like that. So it's a tiny place, but it's an interesting spot, and like I'm sure I said in the cruise, that these views right here I think are pretty underrated. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about Bullhead City. Of course, we have Sedona, Grand Canyon, Flagstaff here in Arizona, but I think Bullhead City is pretty underrated because it is just empty desert, which I think does have its charm as like I said earlier, born and raised Arizonan. But this view of the Colorado River, it's one of the few places that you can kind of have some water out your window in Arizona. And it is it's a cool place and a cool approach as well. If you can do the RNAV 16, that's the one to do.
13.5, climbing flight level 190. 730 LA Center, climb, maintain flight level 220, give me a final for Burbank flow. Okay, 220, ExactJet 730. Number 21718, you're descending below my radio radar coverage. Radar service terminated, contact Bullhead Tower 123.9er.
Radar service terminated and we'll contact Bullhead Tower 21718, good day. Alright, perfect. Bullhead Tower, good morning, Cessna 21718, 7000, direct toward Lackey for the procedure turn, full stop with Delta. Yeah.
Number 2178, Bullhead Tower, good morning. Make straight in runway 16, report a 5-mile final.
All right, we'll do straight in 16, and we'll report a 5-mile final, 21718. Bullhead Tower, 21718, is it all right if we still do the procedure turn?
Number 718, affirmative, just report a 3-mile final, runway 16.
3-mile final, 16, 21718, thanks so much. All right, so I guess we're not going to fly the full approach. I wanted to ask him when he did straight in, because we could have turned now and done it, but this is a nice view. We'll do a little bit of the procedure turn at least. We probably won't do the full, swinging out here. We'll probably hand fly here. It was a teardrop, so we're going to what is that? 3-1. So we'll go like a 275. And then we will report to him a 3-mile final. But look at this view out here. I'll take my my phone out really quick and record a clip over here for you guys, because this is quite something. That's a pretty big body of water. You don't get much bigger than that here in Arizona. We'll start a little teardrop here. We'll go like a 1 or 280. We don't need to go this far out. We'll set a timer here. We'll just do a regular hold. We'll do a 1-minute timer. and then come back around. We'll go to 6,600 feet. So we'll get that coming down. All right, perfect. There's our minute. So we'll start a turn now back inbound.
Remember 718, you have traffic approximately 11 o'clock, 3 miles northbound.
We got him on ADSB, and I do have traffic in sight, 21718.
Remember 718, roger, thank you.
Perfect. I do see him out there. We are at around 90-ish knots as well. Pull the power back a little bit more. Yeah, what a cool approach, following the Colorado River almost straight into the runway. All right. Perfect. We will go flight director off, autopilot off, and we'll go below 110, flaps 10. This flaps lever is pretty loose. easy to blow through it. And the G3X touch that we have here equipped, again, makes this approach so easy. I did not have this plane when I did my instrument rating, and I had dual G5s, which they're totally serviceable. But man, it was that compared to this on hard mode. Should we do flaps 10? I think we're like flaps 20. We'll roll in full flaps here. We'll go a little slower here, get to enjoy these views one more time. 3.0. Full head tower, 21718, 3 mile final, 16.
November 718, runway 16, clear to land.
16, clear to land, 21718. Perfect. A little high on not the glide slope, but the vertical guidance here. We'll get back down.
500.
Right. 100 above. All right. Minimums continue. Holding 75 knots here. Got 4 red. We'll just fly it in visually. We'll try to maybe get that middle taxiway. We'll see. And look at Laughlin off. All right. Very pretty. Get a little bit of left rudder in. 73 knots, looking good. Over the displaced threshold now. Let the speed roll back to 60-ish. Over the threshold, left rudder, power idle. All right, there we go. Not my best work. This will take Alpha 5.
November 718, enable, turn left, contact ground, 118.25.
Left to enable and over to ground, 21718, good day. All right. Perfect, we will get off the runway here. Hopefully that camera caught the landing. All right, stop right here. Flaps are up, we can go 1,000-ish RPM. Landing strobe off. Full head ground, 21718 at Alpha 5, taxi to the FBO.
November 21718, full head ground, taxi to park at the Alpha 5, straight across.
Alpha 5, straight across, 21718, good day. Perfect, that makes it easy. All right, well, thank you for watching, everyone. And coming along for the ride with me today. Hopefully that camera got it. That Hero 9's been having some issues. But we are here. We will check out, this is Touch and Go FBO here at Bullhead City. I've heard it's a very, very nice FBO. We're going to fuel up, relax here a little bit, maybe get some food, and then we will head on back to Goodyear. Yeah, if you want to see more aviation adventures just like this one, be sure to like and subscribe, and we will see ya on the next one. Have a good rest of your day, guys. All right, perfect. All right. Shut down avionics.
Perfect. Oh, we are here in Bullhead.